Saskatchewan Agriculture Minister Lyle Stewart isn't quite till calling the dry conditions through much of the province a drought, but both Stewart and Federal Ag Minister Jerry Ritz say they're closely monitoring the situation. The ministers on July 2nd announced an extension for the deadline for seeding Greenfeed under crop insurance.
Crop insurance has announced that the deadline for insuring Greenfeed can now be seeded up to July 15th and still be insured. That date's moved ahead from June 30th, and so that should be an incentive for people to seed more Greenfeed. We're in a lot of the province, we've had land underwater for the last number of years, and so as that dries up, there's opportunities to seed those areas to Greenfeed, and also in more dire circumstances when crops are written off. If there's enough moisture to germinate Greenfeed, producers will be insured to do it. Also, crop insurance is prioritizing calls from producers that say they have a crop that they don't think is going to make much of a yield, and they'd like to either graze it or cut it for feed. Just urge producers to call crop insurance and have the crop written off, and crop insurance will be flexible, and try to do that as expeditiously as possible, so no more time is wasted. As far as pasturing cattle for this summer, all the cattlemen have been moving livestock around the province, and all of the provincial pasture programs are fully booked now, and as well the existing the remaining PFRA pastures are fully committed as producers try to find good grass for the cattle. And organizations like Ducks Unlimited that have grassland are being very cooperative in making that available for grazing cattle. And so, what can be done reasonably is being done, and I'd urge producers to remember our feed and forage listing service. So that can be a help in locating feed early, so producers can get access to it for the winter. And drought is nothing new for Saskatchewan. We go through it from time to time, but I'm loath to call this a drought yet, but it's very dry in a large part of the province.
Well, it's not the first time we faced this. The rains are spotty. Everybody I talk to is a week away from disaster. A shower will mitigate that. We've had lots of showers, but not a real general rain, which of course we need. Everybody's below average, but it's amazing how the crops are hanging on. I mean, there's pockets that are dried out. There's other pockets that are doing exceptionally well, depending on how the rain came. The biggest concern we're looking at right now, and we've had this discussion with my counterpart here in Saskatchewan, are the pastures and forage. That's going to be the first more problematic issue.
Some of those files on your desk already?
Well, the province has them on their desk, and we've done an extension now to anybody wanting to reseed and put some Greenfeed in from under the crop insurance file. We've just made that announcement here in the last day or two. So an extension of some 15 days if guys want to, canola didn't germinate properly, and seed in some oats or barley or whatever that you can take off as Greenfeed.